If any of you are at all surprised by this episode, you're an idiot. Did you really think that the protagonist would die 5 episodes in a fucking shonen? It's a fucking shonen, for God's sake, people. That's not gonna fucking happen. The question was never, oh my god, is Eren dead? The question was, what asshole is going to happen to bring him back to life? And this is an asshole, mind you. A big one, make no mistake. This isn't a dramatic twist or whatever. It's a big, fat asshole. This is the kind of shit M. Night Shyamalan would do. Do you know what the only thing foreshadowing Eren becoming a Titan was? His weird dream where his father wanted him to take a shot. That was it. That's all. That's not even close to sufficient. Not even close to enough for something this big. Some ambiguous dream that apparently wasn't actually a dream that doesn't have a clear connection to Eren being able to become a Titan. This is the typical bullshit you should expect from shonens. Expect a lot of writing backwards into the story in a pitiful attempt to explain this. This is shitty writing, people. And of course, he is the only Titan that isn't fat and hideous. Naturally. But dumbass fanboys don't even care. They aren't even questioning this bullshit. Look at the discussion thread on Maul. Nobody is calling this out. They're just like, oh, it's so epic. Yeah, epic is right. If you're a brain-dead idiot who doesn't even see how fucking stupid this shit is, they're blind as hell because they think it's cool. It's not a twist, it's an asshole. It's bad writing. Period. It's because of these people that Attack on Hyphen is ranked 10th best anime of all time on Maul. Maul. And about the Titans themselves. How the fuck do they survive without a constant food source? They said they don't need to eat somehow. They do it because they enjoy it. Reality calling, that's impossible. Creatures can't keep using energy when they have no source to replace it. Unless they're like magical giant naked people who do shit that's impossible to take seriously. Like the one that runs really fast, flailing like a fucking retard. And how the fuck do they reproduce without sexual organs? And why the fuck won't they die if you remove a Titan's head, but do die if you just sever it at its neck? That makes absolutely no sense. Wow. Shonens, everyone. So, where are the people that usually whine about cheap shock value? Because this show fucking lives on cheap shock value. That's what this show is all about. There's so many people with absolutely no depth whatsoever, and the show expects us to care when they keep killing them off dramatically. People should be expecting this shit by now. It's just a regular occurrence. And people say Madoka Magica is all about shock value because of a single significant character's death? People are so stupid! Attack of Shock Value might as well be the show's name. Armin has had absolutely no reason to be in this show up until now. This is the first time he's actually contributed anything in any way to the plot. After 8 fucking episodes. Still staying the same whiny he's always been. And Eren's nothing but a cliched shonen protagonist who's just pure willpower and likes to preach to people. And of course, he's the one that gets the magical hacks power, because he's a protagonist. I might as well talk about how he killed those kidnappers too, because fuck it. People don't just suddenly acquire the mental fortitude to commit murder. And he was a fucking kid. That doesn't happen, people. As though that weren't good enough as it is, he has no second thoughts about it after the fact either. It made sense for Mikasa after what she'd been through, but not Eren, unless he was already like a child murderer, but we don't know that either. And I only hear more of this shit is coming. Endless bullshit and questions about things crucial to the plot, with nothing answered. But it doesn't matter to shonen fans though, because there's world building and action! Story critical elements like foreshadowing don't matter as long as the creators put detail into the setting in which the story takes place. Mikasa is the only decent character in the show, but she's still held back by her over-dependence on Eren. That's truly unfortunate. Attack on Hyphen isn't that great, people. The show relies on people yelling to induce tension and show edginess. Sometimes a comical effect. It's fueled by cheap shock value. The characters are flat and cliched, besides Mikasa, and assholes and lack of explanations, with more coming. Fanboys aren't going to care though, because it's epic! With the way the fanbase is now, Eren could have turned into a donkey and started dancing and singing the Michael Jackson songs, and nobody would have cared! Stop hyping this shit, you dumb fuckers. This is what happens when you do.